Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord Let's Play. We're joining Sir Roland in a tournament down in Kharrus. It's going to be the last thing we do before we march out to war against the Calradian Empire. I wanted to gain a bit more money and renown, especially because we're right on the edge of getting to tier 3. We're at like, I think, one short of what we need. So, yeah, I would definitely like to make that happen. And it looks like I might be able to pull out a victory here, even though I've been alone for a little while. But yeah, so we're like one renown away from what we need to get to tier 3. So I figured a tournament would be a great way to push us past that point. And we'll do some last minute preparations, and then we'll go ahead and move on out. Damn. Come on, come on, come on. Don't let him hit you. It's Dester. He is a pretty good shot with a crossbow and pretty dangerous in tournaments for whatever reason, even though he's not much of a fighter, but I was able to best him there. Not really much in the way of money to be made there. Oh boy. Looks like we're doing pole arms. Alright. Garvey, don't betray me. Don't betray me, Garvey. Okay, cool. So we advance no matter what. But, still gonna try to win here. Cool. Let's see who advances through this one. Lena, of course, and then the Volandian Sergeant. Looks like we're gonna be facing her and the Sergeant. Oh, we're mounted though. This is not a great arena for that. Or at least the way we were deployed certainly didn't help the situation. I didn't mean to go after my wife first, but looks like she's gonna be my target, or maybe not. Cool. Sergeant's down. Now it's just Leanna. She's probably gonna take that bushwhacker out. Another 49. She's still hanging in there. But that will be the killing blow. So now it's me against the bushwhacker. Alright, let's do it. Oh, we're going to be mounted again. I'm going to try to get some distance. He's probably going to chase me around a bit, though, so I'm going to see if I can get him hung up on this rock, maybe. Nope, took a nice wide turn there. Come on. Let me get some space. I want to charge at you properly. Well, that was good enough, I guess. Cool. So we won the tournament. Fantastic. We're going to get 3 renown plus those boots, and we're up to 352.4, which is enough to push us to tier 3. Alright, so before we head out, I think I'd like to invest in a bit of property in this town. Maybe the olive press here? My lady, we've been betrayed. Roland was set upon in the street. He was charged with treason and taken prisoner. We must rally the men to free him. Alright, so we're joining Garvey in the assault of Kharrus here. Now, I'm going to be very, very aggressive in how I approach this. Namely, I didn't build any towers. I have a ram and a fire onager, and my hope is that I can use either the ram or the onager to get inside the walls. Why isn't it letting me turn? Is somebody else firing this? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't want to be just some guy on the side. I want to actually be manning it. Okay. Rearm. But my hope is we can use this to basically shoot down the gate. Somebody gonna rearm this? There we go. Looks like a little bit longer, if it will let me adjust. And maybe a touch to the right. Where's that gonna go? Okay, just a little bit further and a little bit to the left, I think. And we'll be able to shoot that thing down. They don't appear to have gone for the ladders, or at least not that I can tell. Alright. That was way left. There is some inherent inaccuracy in this thing. So We don't want to overcompensate too much, but I think we'll go just a little bit to the right. Yeah, that's still pretty far left. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Where's my horse? There's my horse. Let's make sure the ladders are still in use. Whoa, where are you folks going? We've got some people running away already. That should have rallied some of them, but it didn't rally all of them. Looks like the ram is going to make it, if nothing else. Did the ladders even go up? Oh, the ram is falling apart, though. The ladders did not go up. Okay, well, let's take some pressure off the ram. Ouch. Alright, so this could go either way. It's coming down to the wire. I'm sitting here with a crossbow just firing into the crowd. We've basically had everybody pour in that could possibly pour in. I'm actually going to charge everyone at this point because I think all the crossbowmen are out of ammo. I was able to get some more just because I picked some up off of the body. Here we go. Yeah, so I think everybody that's left is going to go ahead and start streaming in. And we're lighting them on fire too, which is great. Alright, get in there. Get in there. I gotta watch my friendly fire there. Oh, I think I just literally shot him in the back of the head as I said that. But we seem to be getting kills. Seem to be getting a lot of kills. We could do this. Oh boy. What's going on up here? Go ahead and reload. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, this is just a big block of peasants, it looks like. We got people fighting in behind them, too. Let's get in there. Oh, they're starting to flee. We might have this. Can only run so fast. You can't run faster than a crossbow bolt. Unfortunately, I didn't set him on fire. But it looks like we got this. Looks like we got it. It did cost us quite a lot of men to do it, but we were successful. I can't even see what I'm shooting at now. Too many friendlies in the way. Alright, we did it. I would have liked to finish the battle as Garvey, but still, a victory is a victory, especially when we went in with less numbers than the defenders. Seems like the aggressive assault was the way to go. I think in the future... Can I get up here? Oh, I can't. Okay. In the future, I think what I'll do is... I'm not sold on the effectiveness of siege towers. They seem to be too slow. In my mind, the most effective strategy is to A, keep your ram alive, B, go in with ladders rather than towers because you can get to the walls faster that way. You don't have to push them all the way to the walls. And then C, I think having a lot of support artillery is important. I think the fire onager, if we had maybe more of those, possibly 2 of them and then 2 ballista, we could have suppressed the enemies on the walls a lot more, and I think we would have taken less casualties. And also probably kept our artillery alive longer because they would have had A, more targets to spread their shots across, and then B, we could have killed some of theirs if it wasn't like 4-on-1. Alright, so we lost 85 in total, another 100 wounded. The enemy is pretty much entirely wiped out. Alright, so with Kharrus fallen to Garvey and Lyanna, it is now completely within our grasp, and we have founded our own independent faction. So with Roland rescued, he's ordered the Volandian colors stricken from our heraldry, instead replacing it with this black and white heraldry that you're seeing now. And we have gone ahead and founded the Grand Duchy of Charas. Now, we're not a kingdom because we only hold one city, so even a duchy might be pushing it, but I figured that was better than Kingdom. And we are now completely independent down here. Televel Castle, unfortunately, was confiscated, but it might be a while before the Volandians are aware of what's happened down in Kharrus, because Kharrus is pretty remote as it is. It's, you know, south of this mountain range, so it's always been a little bit isolated. But additionally, they're at war with the Empire right now, so they're a little bit preoccupied conquesting up here. And so chances are word would not have reached anybody that wasn't already present here. And so yeah, now that this is ours, we have a few things we need to do to start managing our own city and our own kingdom. We'll need to find a governor, so I'll need to appoint some Volandian local to help us run this city. Speaking of which, let's go into the town management and see what they're working on. Okay, so we have a tannery, an oil presser, and a clothier that is operating here at the moment. I'll probably buy the oil press because I'm pretty sure that's the most profitable thing here. Yeah, there's olives being produced in the local villages. So at the moment they were working on better fortifications. That's a lot of production cost, and it looks like we already have decent ones. I think workshops are already pretty high. What's our current militia looking like? Is it 0 and not increasing? Food's not increasing. They really haven't done a lot to help the economy here. So I'm going to probably clear this. First of all, I want my passive to be irrigation. All this stuff is fine, but the first thing I want to build is probably lime kilns. I'm going to bump that up to 1, or I guess that resets it. Militia barracks will be next. Then granary. Let's see, aqueducts. I'm not super concerned with prosperity. It is decreasing, but that's probably due to the food shortage. Yeah. So as long as we can turn the food around, that will be fine. And I'd like a marketplace as well. They've really built this place for defense. But that's fine by me. And then, you know, we'll add this back in just because it's already progressed somewhat. Cool. So that looks a little bit better. We'll try to get a governor again to help speed that along. I'll add people into the garrison as more and more my party heals up. You can see we're pretty well depleted. Only about 98 men between the two of us. We went into that battle with almost 300. So yeah, we're down quite a few. I've already smithed my stuff that I need to smith. What's the loyalty here looking like? Loyal to Volandia, but the revolt progress is 0. They seem to be content, so we'll just keep an eye on that. Make sure nothing changes there. Is anybody here in the tavern? Got a companion. I'm going to try to recruit as many of the prisoners I have as possible because they're all Volandian as well. And it looks like there is a celebratory tournament. Roland putting one on for, first of all, his release from, again, the unlawful imprisonment of him and false charges. But additionally, the founding of his own faction. So let's go ahead and take part in that. And you guys will get to see his new armor as well. I think we're fighting over a horse. Okay. And it looks like we're going to start with one big free-for-all. Betting's not really going to get me anywhere, but I'll throw some cash in there anyways. Alright, so Roland's sporting a much more regal look than previously. I basically cashed out all of the tournament prize winnings that I had built up, mostly Imperial gear, in my inventory to buy this stuff. And by buy, I mean I basically traded it in the sort of like the master item list because you can never find this stuff anywhere. So I just waited until I had equal value in terms of items and then essentially discarded them into the abyss in return for this armor. And we'll need to find Liena a more regal looking helmet too. This one has a little bit of a small crown on it. We need to find her with something similar. Okay, so I'll keep betting. I'm not going to win anything, but again, this is a tournament we're putting on. I want to put some cash into it just to make it a little bit more, what's the word? Prestigious, maybe? That's 2 down. Let's see if we can get a third. Come on. Ah, damn it. Alright, here we go. No, come on, come the other way. Alright, we got him anyways. Alright, let's skip to the next one. It looks like we're facing off against the looter. That should make this relatively easy. Oh, I missed. Luckily he missed as well. Gonna go for the underhanded strike this time, and he caught me. I don't think we did any damage there either. There we go. Alright. Looks like that companion's going to fight a highwayman, and it's going to be us against that companion in the finals. I'll throw some more money into the pot here for the winner, which very well might be me. And in fact it is. Okay, well that's the tournament. We just got a new horse. Cassian. I don't know if I'm even skilled enough to ride that, but we'll see. Okay, I'm going to go in the trade screen real quick. I have some other, and I want to see if I can ride that horse. I cannot. I already had several of them, actually. I need to be at 90. I think I'm approaching 60, but I'm not quite there yet. So the hunter is probably going to be the next thing that I can actually ride. But yeah, so here's our new look. Did my best to cover up the lion on the chest there. I really hope they update these soon so that the tabards have the proper heraldry on it instead of just the colors, because it'd be nice to have this on, you know, the chest of my tabard rather than just the generic Vlandian lion. Anyway, let's get rid of some of this stuff. Sell that. I'll probably keep those because these are actually quite good, right? Come on. Yeah, 480 is pretty high. I might even start using that, but I like this heater shield better. I don't know why. Just aesthetics, I guess. Lots and lots of hats to sell. I'll keep some of these helmets. That's my old helmet. I think I'll get rid of that one and keep these. So many scarves. Let's get rid of a bunch of those. Western hoods, same deal. We'll keep a couple for companions and whatnot, but don't need all of them. I just sold something I may not have intended to, but whatever. It's not a big deal. I don't need any of this. Sure, I'll keep that for, again, companions that may join us later. And all of these leather shoes. All of these imperial boots. Cool. That's another like 8,000. And I'll keep all the horses, obviously. I don't really have much to trade. Okay, well, that's looking good. Is there anything here that we could buy and turn for a profit? It looks like the furs here are relatively cheap, but there's not a lot of them. Omor is a better place to purchase them, but that makes sense, and that's quite far away. It looks like the leathers can be sold for a profit just about anywhere. So maybe we'll do that, and there's actually a decent amount, so we could maybe make some real money. What about hides? Looks like pretty middle of the road. Linen is pretty cheap here. Yeah, I might be able to turn a profit on that. Okay. Oil. Oil. Yeah, we could definitely make money on that. Let's buy up all the oil too. Now that makes sense because, again, there is an olive press here. And I will probably go buy the the olive press as well. I already have olives, and while I could definitely make a profit on these, it doesn't seem worth it just because it's going to be such a small profit margin. Maybe I'll grab some. I'll put our number up to like 100, or I guess 86 is fine. We're still going to make a small profit there. from the items that we sold. But let's take a walk around our new town. We'll survey the place overall. We've only seen the walls outside, basically, and then... yeah, pretty much just the walls and then the inner courtyard where all the fighting took place. And then, of course, our keep, where we're going to be spending a lot of our time now. Alright, so we've seen the outside. Seen plenty of this, though, in a much more chaotic setting. I'd like to upgrade this. So I don't have a ton of experience with managing towns yet in this game because I'm still fairly early in all of our playthroughs. But I'd like to see, so if we upgrade the fortifications to the next tier, do the walls become stone entirely? Or do they look the same and they're just more protected? I'm willing to bet that they're going to be all stone if we upgrade them. So I'd like to do that because as cool as the wood palisades are, just a solid stone fortress is much more imposing. So let's get a survey of this place. The waterfront is over there. Olive press and the arena are that way. That's the tannery. Weavery is here. Got the back street and the clearing over there, so that's where all the criminals will be. Tavern's front and center. That's a great place for it. And then the Lord's Hall is way in the back. Alright, I guess let's go to the olive press first, because I may want to buy that. Nice little central market here. It's seeming pretty lively. What is this? Just another place to hang out and eat, I guess. Maybe a bakery. There's plenty of bread on the table. Arena's that way. Olive press is also that way. The tannery's right here. You know what? So this is the Lord's Hall, or at least the entrance to it, and there's a business right here, the tannery. Whatever I own, I think it makes the most sense to put it there because, you know, it'd be right next to my castle, my keep. The weavery is way off in that direction, and then the olive press is here. I guess the olive press isn't too far either. So let's make our way this way. And... so is this all closed up? Do I have to go around the other way? Huh. Maybe I do. Why would it take me here if I can't get in over here? I guess I'll go around. Okay, so here's the actual entrance to the olive press, I suppose. We can talk to you. Let's see. Is there somebody actually running this place, or is it just a bunch of shop workers? Looks like just a bunch of shop workers. Okay. Well, let's have a word with you. I've got some questions. First of all, what kind of workshop would work best here? From my understanding of the region and the current political climate, I think we'd make the most money as an olive press. That's just a guess, though, not a promise. So basically, this is a mod that just tells you, without having to go and look at all the different imports and exports, what is the most likely to make a profit here. And as we expected, it's the olive press. So there's a bit of a bug, so it thinks that I own it after I use this, but if you leave and come back, we can buy it again. So I would like to buy this workshop. It's actually relatively cheap, so let's do that. And what do I want to put here? So I can leave it as is. I could build something else here and then buy the tannery and turn the tannery into my olive press, and then maybe sell this so that I have the olive press but it's over in the other location. That's something to think about. Wood workshop. So the other village in this area produces I think Midlands palfreys. There's really nothing for horses in this, so yeah. I guess, you know what? I'm going to put a tannery here. Yeah. And then I'm going to buy the other one and make that my olive press, so that my more lucrative business is right outside my keep. I might end up buying all 3 workshops here. Maybe I shouldn't, because I don't recall how many you're actually allowed to have. You may only be allowed to have 3 total. So I probably shouldn't buy all three in one city because they're not going to be as profitable as, you know, whatever the best investment is in one particular city. In this case, the olive press being the best one. But again, I can always sell that. I just want my business to be in this location here. Not that it really matters, but for roleplay purposes, why wouldn't the Lord's personal business be right outside his keep? So let's talk to this shop worker. I'd like to buy this workshop. Still pretty inexpensive. That's probably because I own it. And then let's turn it into an olive press. Yep, let's do it. Okay, cool. So that just cost me quite a lot of money. But now we have two businesses here. And again, I can always sell the other one if it's not making enough money, or we decide we can make more money, elsewhere. So that's pretty much the whole town. We didn't go into the clearing of the back street, but I don't know that we need to. I don't know if we're going to clear them out yet, because frankly, there's really no incentive to at the moment. I think your town security does go up a little bit, but it's going to close me out from some potential recruits if I cross the people running those. And it's not like I can post my own guards there, so there's really no reason to do anything over there right now. Here's my actual keep. Very imposing fortress, though again I wish it was stone and not wood. Alright, and here we are in our Lord's Hall with our heraldry flying over this little place to hold court. I'll go ahead and try out this chair. Looks pretty comfy. Okay, yeah, nice. Definitely fits. I don't know that I love the big open balconies above us. Like if somebody was trying to assassinate us, it'd be a pretty easy place to do it. Because they could just go anywhere, basically, that's in view of this chair. Shoot us with a crossbow or something. But okay. Is this a recreation of our taking of Kharrus, maybe? Okay, so first floor, there's a couple of rooms. Looks like Leanna was downstairs. I'll go talk to her in a moment. What is this? Just kind of a study or something? There's no bed in here, so nobody's using this as living quarters. A couple guards are getting talking to. Same thing, no bed, so must be offices or something. Move on up to the, what, third floor? And it looks like there's a big room over here. Okay. Just kind of a landing, it looks like, to go up to the next floor. Was there not stairs over here? No, there's stairs over here too. Oh, but this dead ends, okay. To a very tiny door. Maybe not. From a certain angle, it looked like he was well taller than the door was. Okay, so let's try this way, but this may dead end as well. No, it doesn't look like it. Ah, so here's the master suite. Yeah, look at this. This is great. I can work here. Can't actually sit in this chair though. And then I have my bed. I can sit in that chair. Nice. Let's jump on it. It's ours now. Haha. Okay. Right. So that's pretty much it for up here. But yeah, cool. So we have our own bedroom now. Not that we didn't have one in the other castle, but obviously it wasn't nearly up to the quality of this place. Alright, let's see what Leanna's up to. So she had some news. Apparently she's with child, so we might be, I mean, I don't know how long it takes in this game, but we might be having a son or daughter soon. Of course, they won't really do anything for quite a long time, but it's good news nonetheless. I mean, the earlier we start, the better. Trying to remember how old she is. I think she's like 25 or 26. Roland is 28. By the way, the game defaults your character to 30 when you start, but you can use the console to change it. So I felt that Roland was, maybe a little younger than that. I think in our other Imperial playthrough, the character is 30 or 31 or something, because he's a little bit older, more mature. But yeah, so definitely want to stay on that, because I've heard a lot of people, basically play through and completely ignore that aspect of the game, and then their character dies of old age and it's game over. We don't want that. We want to have plenty of heirs to carry on this dynasty. Alright, so the last thing I want to do today before we end the episode is I want to take some suggestions from you guys regarding how we should choose the governors of our fiefs. In the other playthrough that we're doing, I'm going to do some sort of like vote because we're trying to found a republic, so that makes the most sense. In here, we're going for more of a traditional feudal system, kings and dukes and whatever. So it's just pretty much up to Roland's discretion who he wants to put in charge. So I can choose from characters that you guys come up with, or I can just, pick somebody and we'll continue doing the party member type stuff that we were already doing for custom characters. But in addition to that, I would like to found a knightly order for this particular playthrough. And we'll call them, given where we're starting out here, let's go with the Black Knights of Kharrus. And maybe, we'll see, we're not quite ready to go to war yet, but as we decide to start expanding our kingdom, Usank Castle here is probably going to be the first thing we go after, because it's right here. Maybe that will be their base of operations. I'll have to find a lord that is like nobody will miss, essentially. So probably best that they're Volandian. Going to need to be, I guess they don't have to be male, but we'll start with the males. So, like, I don't know who Heckard is. Yeah, so this is a perfect example that this clan is tiny. There's nobody. Oh, conveniently they are the owners of Usank Castle. But yeah, so it's a tiny clan. No real members to their name, just these two guys. I'll try to get them to join us, and we can give them Usank Castle. I can maybe change their names or something, but we'll basically make them the people in charge of our knightly order, and it'll be based out of this castle, and they're tasked with protecting Kharrus first and foremost, but also, aiding us in our endeavors. And so that order can be filled with, named companion characters. I'll try to use the troop changer mod to maybe inject some custom troops as well. I'll have to see. I don't know if I want to continue using Volandian units, or if I'll create maybe a separate troop tree for our faction. But let me know what you guys want to see. Feel free to throw some ideas at me, and I'll try to do my best to implement them in some way or another. Because I'd like this to be similar to our, again, our Kingdom playthrough for Mount & Blade Warband, where we created the Holy Calradian Empire. Sort of based off of the Holy Roman Empire, not any actual Roman Empire. But I want this to be in that similar vein. So in that one we had our own troop tree that was fairly close to the Swadians, but not exactly the same. I may do something like that here, where we have sort of a parallel troop tree to the Volandians, but it's a little bit unique. And of course we'll have our own custom knightly order thing thrown in there too. So that's just some ideas I have. Please let me know what you guys think of those, or again, if you have any ideas of your own, I would love to hear them. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. So thank you so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Bannerlord with you guys, and I look forward to seeing you back here for the next episode.